You ever been to Mayhill, New Mexico? Well, now you have. That's the Mayhill Country Store right in front of us. They have a grocery, bakery, ice, gifts, place to sit outside. And on the left, as we turn around here, this is Highway 1. Wait a minute. This is Highway 82 right here. That goes all the way around to Cloudcroft, or if you go to the right, goes to Artesia. But we're going to go to the left and go back to Cloudcroft, and you're going to see that gasoline here today is $3.59 a gallon. And they also have the Mayhill Cafe, which is sort of famous because they got pretty good food there. I mean, they have a hamburger that's supposed to be really good if you're into hamburgers. But anyway, we're going to go back to Cloudcroft now, my morning drive, and we're going to go on Highway 130 instead of Highway 82. Why? I don't know. Kind of guy I am. Did I miss the turn? I have done that before. I think I did. But let's go a little further and see. I mean, it's easy to miss, or easy for me to miss, let me say that. Yeah, I think I did it. I'm going to turn around right here, and we're going to go back and get on 130. Why? Well, because that's what I said I was going to do, and by golly, I'm going to do it if I can get back on the highway here. Jesus Christ, what a mountain. Cars coming 1,500 miles an hour. Oh my goodness. Bump my bumper. Anyway, here we go. God, I'm glad I did that in time. Here we go. Now, back to, this is Highway 82. I just wanted to show you that Highway 82 goes this way. God dang. You know, see, if I edited my videos, I would edit this part out and show you how perfect I am. But you see right up here, you can see where I missed it. It looks like it's not a real highway. You know what I mean? Because you go right up here. Okay, and we're going to go towards Weed and Sacramento. This is Highway 130. See right here? There's also a little RV park off to the left, I think. Can't read the name. Pretty crowded. So this should be, according to my thinking, should be a pretty good little road for my morning drives. Why? Well, it shouldn't be much traffic on this because Highway 82 stays pretty busy. And but this highway is, of course, they're both 2 lanes. This one's not. This one's a little rougher, and but it's a scenic drive. I'm not sure how far it is to Cloudcroft on this road. Probably, I don't know, 25 miles, I guess. We won't do the whole drive. We'll just do part of it. There's some ducks on a little pond out here on the left, but you can't see them. Don't you love that when I do that? Look at the ducks. Nice drive through the forest this morning. Mayhill Cemetery. And off to the left is another ROV or RV park, and that one is almost vacant. Why is that? It's called Deer Spring RV Park. Well, never mind. It's about, I don't know, maybe 2/3 full, actually. It's pretty trees at each site. And, but the difference here, see, right now it shows to be 77 degrees. And when I left my spot near Cloudcroft, it was 64. I mean, it's probably warmed up there too, so we'll say it's about 8 degrees cooler there than here. Let me give you something else to look at. But we'll hold it slow here because I'm in no hurry. And yeah, as far as now, I've got 3 home bases. I'm fixing to fully furnish my Class C RV again. In other words, I'm going to add some bedding and bath and kitchen stuff. So when I leave Cloudcroft to go to Capitan, New Mexico, if I want to spend the night in my RV or whatever I want to do, I don't have to haul hardly anything. There's a few little special items that that I don't need to duplicate, but not much. It'd be about 1/10 of what I had moved over to Cloudcroft. Nice drive through the mountains, and it shows, I think it's 78 degrees. It shows we're going southwest, and this is 9:20 a.m. in the morning. Can't go very fast on this road. It says mile 20, so that means it's 20 miles to some kind of highway intersection, which I'd say is probably 82 again. So that means we got 20 miles, more than likely, to Cloudcroft, the downtown area. Also, as far as AT&T cell phone signal, you ain't got none. As far as Verizon, none. So if you want to use your cell phone, you better come up with a Starlink phone. But this is nice for me. I enjoy these little drives. On this road right now, knock on wood, no traffica, and very pleasant. Very, very pleasant. Yeah, this is a part of my day. Every day, pretty much. Take a drive, take a walk, fix a snack, take a drive, eat the snack, go back, chill out for a while, maybe read a book for a few minutes, eat my lunch because it's already prepared. I don't have to cook it. It's just a matter of heating it up. And yeah, I've already cooked a lot of stuff ahead. And then take a walk after my noon meal, short walk, come back and check out what's going on YouTube, check comments and stuff. And then maybe take a nap or not. If I feel nappy, I'll take a nap. If I don't, I won't. And then sit out on a patio and read a Louis L'Amour Western. Or whatever I've got handy. And on it goes. Truck crossing. They only got one truck. It's a shame, isn't it? And it ain't crossing. We're truckless today. Well, when I left my place near Cloudcroft, I had 320 miles of range. Now I have 350. How is that possible? Well, I have an electric vehicle with regenerative braking, and I was kind of coming down the mountain. The good thing, that's the good thing about regenerative braking does add energy, correct. However, when it's the batteries are near full, it doesn't give you much resistance anymore. The resistance is reduced. So I noticed that if I'm going down the mountain to Alamogordo on that steep 6% grade, that if the battery is like 230 miles of range when I leave, is much better because the regenerative braking really brakes, But if it's like right now 350 miles, it hardly does at all, So you got to tap the brake pedal occasionally. And so my plan this morning was, I thought, well, I'll run a few miles out So if I decide to go to Alamogordo and get some stuff for the RV, I'll have my good braking stuff. Well, instead of reducing it, I'm adding. Crap. I mean, the best laid plans, right? It'll use it up, though, because we'll start climbing back up to Cloudcroft here in a minute. But isn't this a nice drive? No cars. So this is good. This will be a good talking road, so we'll talk. Y'all want to talk? What do you want to talk about? You know, if you leave out politics and religion, there's not a hell of a lot to talk about. You know, and the weather. In health situations, you know, you take those four out of the equation, you just sit there and stare at each other. But we're rocking along here at 37 miles an hour. Isn't this beautiful though, man? These mountains. See, over here on this side of the mountain, it's mostly juniper and some type of oak, I guess. Whereas just over the mountain is a thick forest. And it's not that far from where I am at my place near Cloudcroft. From there to Mayhill's about 10 miles. And I'm thinking this whole drive will be about 45 miles. I mean, coming from 82 to 130, take a right. Yeah, you got to stay to the right here. There's Weed to the left and Pignon. We stay to the right. That's Highway 24. We stay on 130, and we just zip on along here to Cloudcroft. Speed limit here shows to be 30. My kind of people, man. Watch for snowplows. We've got those signs all over in South Texas where I live. But it's watch for no plows. Watch for no snow plows. Can you watch for a negative? I don't know. Shit, let's go. Yeah, I was looking for a good road to drive on, and then I remembered this. I'd been on this road before. I got lost one time. Ended up on this road, and I was headed to Cloudcroft, and I thought, does this road go to Cloudcroft? But that was back before, you could do the Google Maps and all that stuff. So I was just guessing. Yeah, back before Google Maps, back before the internet. That sounds like eons ago, but it really isn't. 30 years ago, approximately. Well, that's a long time. Watch for mudslides. I'd rather not. That's something else about driving in the mountains anywhere. If a tree falls across the road or a boulder sticks in the road, you used to have to turn around. Because I worked in, I volunteered at Gila Cliff Dwellings north of Silver City, New Mexico, and there was a little 2-lane road that went straight back into Silver City through the forest, or you could wind around a little longer way to Silver City. And if you took the short way, sometimes you paid the price because you get almost all the way to Silver City, and a tree would have fallen across the road. You had to turn around, go all the way back. That happened one time, and I said, well, so much for the shortcut. I'll take the long cut, cut my losses. Yeah, I guess whenever it rains out here, because it's going to get, we're not we should be in the monsoon season right now. When it rains, we haven't been getting it, but next week it shows the afternoon rains are going to come again. natural. You meet somebody right on a 90-degree curve. We'll let this go for about 25 minutes. And wherever we end up at that time, we do. How does it feel now that I've got 3 home bases? Not any different than when I just had one. I'm still me. Boy out there with a weed eater. You know, some people just have to do something like that. And all those little pieces of equipment, as I've mentioned in other videos, they're all noisy as hell. You know, weed eaters, leaf blowers. I wish they'd never invented that one. I mean, I realize they're very convenient, and they can turn into snow blowers. Same thing, same principle. There's no building there on the right. Been there a long time. Here's a place you can only go 20 miles an hour. I think I see why now. I think I was pulling an RV when I came on this shortcut. In fact, I think if we get there, I'll show you the first place I ever camped in this area. It's off of this road. It's a Forest Service campground. I don't think we're going to make it though. I mean, not in the time I allotted. How did I come up with that time? 25 minutes, purely just out of random. Does it have any meaning? Not a bit. Can I change it? Yep. Will I? Probably. There's a stream off to the left, a little mountain stream. But we're going up now because the range has dropped to 341 miles. This is not a bad place to be in the summer. I mean, over here it's a little warmer. It's showing 79 at 9:32 a.m., which is probably 10 degrees warmer than my place near Cloudcroft. Upper Rio Penasco Road 164. We're coming up to it. So if y'all want to know where Upper Penasco Road number 164 is, we're getting warm. School bus stop. Well, they got one kid out here. You got one kid. He's 34 years old. He still hadn't graduated from Bay Hill High School, on Wills Canyon Road to the left. You know, we may not be too far from that place that I'm thinking about. Boy, and let me tell you, they had biting flies at this place, and I don't mean a few biting flies. They had a lot. This is Cyville's Baptist Camp. This is where all the Baptists hang out and do their thing. They got monasteries out here too. We may run by one here in a minute. All kind of religions come out here and hide out. Got to get out here in this secret place. Well, there's somebody at, not very many. There's one car, one person. Makes sense. Business must be slow for the Baptists. They got a huge encampment. My gosh, what how many acres they have? Look at all this stuff. You Baptists got too much money. There's a Baptist right there. I wonder if they look different, and they do. Not much, but you can spot them. There's about 8 RV sites for, I guess, people who work there. I don't know. Well, bully. Up here it says cattle guard. There'll be some guy standing there with a M16 guarding cattle. Isn't this fun? Just purely a random drive. So this mile marker says 12. So we got 12 more miles to Cloudcroft. And at this speed, that'll take, let's see, 25 minutes. You can't make good time. That sign right there says 20 miles an hour, and this curve, and you couldn't do it much faster. This is Highway 130 from Mayhill, New Mexico to Cloudcroft, New Mexico on July the 28th, 2023. And when this video will show up, I have no clue. I schedule them and let them go. Sometimes I get them out of order. So I'll show you a video of me arriving at my home base in Capitan, and then the next day I'm at Lake Heron. Amazing. Old Rusty's moving, boy. Elk Crossing. Well, actually it says Elk Xing. Now, I don't know if that means crossing or something else. And so if y'all see some elk doing the Xing, well, close your eyes. Shows speed limit 25. Mile marker 11. I'm keeping you posted anyway. You got to give me credit for that. So we're 11 miles out of Cloudcroft. I think, that place, the first place I stayed out here years and years ago, probably before some of you were born, it's not far. If I can remember the name of it. Here's another cattle guard. Even shows you a picture of a cow. My God, now you can't mess that up, can you? Now we're down to 15 miles an hour. Sheesh. Ain't you got no manners? Pretty though, isn't it? I mean, this could be the Swiss Alps, you know what I mean? Oh, we're moving up to 25 here, miles per hour. Well, we're going to let this run till I get through. And when that is, I don't know. If y'all want to watch it, fine. If you don't, well, hell, do what you do well. But you'll be missing a lot if you don't watch the rest of this video. Why? What's coming? Well, I don't know. That's the beauty of it. Uh, did y'all ever pull pranks? Like call people on the phone. And when I was a kid, we'd call the grocery store and say, "Do you have Prince Albert in a can?" And they'd say, "Yeah." And we'd say, "Well, you better let him out. He's going to die." You know what I mean? And then we'd laugh like hell and hang up. And there were others, but I can't remember. Oh, there was another, but I can't say it. I just remembered it. You call a bar. I ain't gonna tell you. No, we let that dog hunt. We're up to 30 now, guys. We're smoking down the highway, and we got 329 miles of range. We are definitely moving up in the elevation now because my ears are popping. If your ears didn't do that, you'll relieve pressure because, as you know, as you go up, if you have something in a container, if you go up in elevation, it expands. That's why whenever you're flying on an aircraft, there are certain things they don't want you to bring on board because they explode. And so, well, you can put them in the pressurized cabin, but if you put them in the unpressurized part of the aircraft, it could cause some problems. But yeah, or, you can go to. I noticed it from Alamogordo buying stuff and bringing it up to Cloudcroft. It's a 4,000 feet elevation change or more, and you can buy a container of something and get home and open it, and it lets off the pressure. Yeah, be careful when you take the thing off a mustard bottle. How do I know? I had mustard on the ceiling. That's how I know. Well, we're just smoking right along. Here comes the Forest Service people. Here is, it says, oh, there is a golf course here, believe it or not. Ponderosa Pines. You turn left here, and there's a dadgum country club out there. I've been there and actually played golf there. Yep, right here. Turn left. Yep, it's a big subdivision in there, too. Nice homes. Nice little golf course. Yeah. Who was it? I ran into somebody somewhere, and they told me about it. Where was I staying then? I don't remember. But yeah, there was some guy, because I had my golf clubs with me, and I had them sitting out, because I couldn't remember why I even brought the damn thing. They're just taking up space. I guess because I didn't have where to put them. Because there was a time everything I owned, everything, was in the RV. So I guess that was one of those times. But anyway, he said, "You play golf?" I said, "Well, I try." And he told me about that place. So I drove out there one day, and they had a little scramble or something. Enough said, Rusty. Where is this place you camped that you were so proud of and you were going to show everybody? It's right up here, guys. You can't miss it. Right up here. We're 324 miles of range, and it shows 8 miles to something. Cloudcroft, I think. And we've gone 29 minutes. Be a long video. It takes 7 days and 7 nights to upload this thing. Do any of you enjoy these long videos? I don't mind doing them at all because I ain't got nothing to do. I'm enjoying just having somebody to talk to in my mind. I think we're getting close to that campground. I think, because if we get there, I will end it for sure. I'll shoot this horse and let it die a natural death. Now, if you turn left here, you go to Russia Canyon. Well, next thing you know, I'll be seeing the Ukraine-Russia war. How Rude. I wondered where Russia was. Wasn't as far as I thought it was. Well, it's a hole in the ground that you get water out of. Another cattle garden. I'm going to call this a long video. That'll be the name of it. A long, pointless driving video. A point in every direction is a perfect circle. I mean, as soon as I decide to end it, then I'll see the turnoff to go to this campground. It's off this highway right here. It is. It's not far off the road. You go down this little lane by those little toilets they have, and there's a little campground. It's paved. Not bad. Sometimes on the weekends it can be pretty damn crowded. I don't think this is in here. No, that's waterfall something. Maybe this is it. I'm glad there's nobody behind me. What's this called? Lakeview? No, that ain't it. Well, I guess they moved it. That's all I can tell you guys. Went to a hell of a lot of trouble to build it, and then they moved it. How rude. Isn't it a nice drive, though? We haven't seen but one car. This may be it coming up right here, guys. Maybe. I see a turn to the right with a Forest Service sign. I don't remember it being right there, though. Let me see what this says. It says, it's not a campground. Jesus. Dang. Yeah, that's it, boy. There's no Conestoga wagon out there. Yeah, they took the wrong turn. I know the feeling. Well, for those of you that have hung in there, you shall reap the reward. What reward? Well, the reward. What is the reward? Well, everybody knows that. Everybody knows what that is. Well, here's a sign here. Well, it's not, it's on the right. That's Chipaway Park Road or something. It's right down here, guys, I'm telling you. How many of you out there watching? 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Gone. I'm sitting here talking to myself. That ain't all bad. I do that all the time anyway. At least y'all can't interrupt me. Well, how can you interrupt somebody that's not saying anything? As I recall, it was 3 miles out, and that's mile marker number 5. So we may get there this week. It's been the longest video I've ever done. Totally meaningless video. Well, not meaningless. You got to see a lot of good scenery. And you can turn the sound off. You know, you don't have to listen to me. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that. But again, for your viewing pleasure, this is Highway 130 going from Mayhill northwest to Cloudcroft, New Mexico. Cloudcroft elevation 8,600 feet. 4 miles or so from where I have a place. Well, folks, you know, the biting flies are going to miss me today. Well, let me see. Yeah, I'm all, you see a house like it's off to the right here, but you can't hardly see it. And there'll be 9 junk cars there, you know what I mean, that haven't moved in years. How do people accumulate stuff like that? You know what I mean? Because it has value. I mean, when you pulled it up there, if it had a flat tire, you know, why didn't you just fix it other than let the trees grow through it? I don't know. They do them and I do me. But I see that often. There's a place for sale on the left. Looks like a huge place. Well, you know, guys, I'm getting a little put out here. There's an Aspendale Baptist camp out to the left there. Got a lot of Baptists out here. Why do they have to come out here and hide? Well, you get out there and get with them, girls. Well, we're getting there. It's starting to look real familiar now. You know, if you're in a forest, all you can see is trees, right? That's how you get lost in the forest. You make a couple of turns, and next thing you know, uh-oh. Have I ever done that? Yep. One time. I was near where? Where was I? It was oh, I know where it was. It was near that campground between Tularosa and Carrizozo. It's they got all the little uh, drawings, the old ancient drawings in the rocks. But on further back down that same road, you can go up a little bit into the forest, and there's another campground there. And I did that. I think I might have had the casita then. And but anyway, I took a walk one day out in the forest. Oops. Yeah, no kidding, man. I turned around to come back, and I thought, wait a minute, I got to go. No, I got to go. And then I think, well, no, I got to go. Well, anyway, I finally found my way back, but it got my attention. Remember the movie on Golden Pond with Henry Fonda and whoever? He went for a walk in the forest and got lost. Well, guys, I'm going to have to kill this thing. Oh, that's it right there. No, it ain't. That's a subdivision. As soon as I shut this thing off, I'll see the turn. You know, because it wasn't that far out of Cloudcroft. I remember that, and we're certainly not far now. But there's some cars coming up behind me now because we're getting near the metropolitan area, and this thing has gone on 39 minutes already. Okay. Well, guys, we missed it somehow because we're coming into Cloudcroft right now. But anyway, guys, oh, I know where there's a pullout up here too, right up here, with a beautiful view. Right around this turn. I know where I am. Don't think I don't. Here, no, that's not it, is it? No, that's not it. Yeah, I'll pull over there and end the video. I hear you. I hear me too. There is a pull out up here. Shit. What, they move everything? It's only been 20 years. Ain't they got no coop? Uh, it is an overlook. One of them Skeenics. You know what I mean? Aha! This is that campground. This is it, guys. This is it. This is it. Yep, this goes right to that old campground right here. Yep, here it is right here. Rim Trail Trailhead. This is it. This is a campground. Straight ahead. Yep. And if you want to meet some biting flies, this is where to meet them right here. Yep. We did it. So you that hung on, both of you, your reward is seeing this, which is not much. Yeah, they got the old toilets and a few campsites. Yeah, it's just not far. Hang on. Shit. It's just right here. It's right there. We're warm, guys. We're warm. I know we are. Probably pull into a gated community. Yeah, this is the. Well, they got group campgrounds and all that crap. But hell, I'm gonna end the video, guys. I've seen enough of this mess. Anyway, guys, campground closed. When you know it. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Thank you for enduring this. Enjoy your life. Keep your health. Stand guard at the door of your mind. Bye.